helping to solve their problems, moving them closer to happiness. People feel good about you.
You guys are in for a treat today. Today we have with us Bob Burg. Bob has written a dozen or so amazing books, but this is the one we're going to be talking about today, The Go-Giver, which is probably his most known work. And it is one of those things that I feel like you'll never be the same after you read it. It's life-changing. I mentioned this to Bob in a conversation we had the other day, but this book will long outlive you. And the ideas in it, we're still going to be reading this 50, 100 years from now. I don't know if millennials will actually read it. They probably need like a TikTok version of it. But first of all, my man, Bob, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your beautiful gems and wisdom and just timeless principles with our folks. Because I've been really excited about this piece, because this is the missing piece between the ears that I think a lot of people are missing in business.
Well, that means a lot to me. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate that.
So we're going to get into, the 5 laws and stuff like that. But you said something to me the other day that I've been thinking about a lot. And you said this kind of like underlying philosophy, it actually makes business more fulfilling. Like it actually makes the journey of growing and doing what you do, like, I don't know, more enjoyable along the way. I wonder if you could just share a little bit about that before we actually get into the real meat and potatoes of this. But just your own experience and what you've seen from other people that have been transformed from this work you've done.
Sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Really what John David Mann, and he's my awesome co-author, lead writer, storyteller, brilliant guy. What John and I like to say is that the very premise of the Go-Giver itself is very simple. And it's that shifting your focus, and this is really where it all begins, shifting your focus from getting to giving. Now, when we say giving in this context, we simply mean constantly and consistently providing immense value to others, understanding that doing so is, again, not only a more fulfilling way of conducting business, it's the most financially profitable way as well. Not for some way out there, woo-woo, magical, mystical reasons. Not at all. It actually makes very logical, very rational sense. And that's this, Frankie, when you're that person who can move your focus off of yourself and place it onto others, discovering their needs, their wants, their desires, helping to solve their problems, moving them closer to happiness, people feel good about you. They feel great about you. They want to get to know you. They want to be in relationship with you. They want to do business with you. And they want to tell the world about you. They want to be your personal walking ambassadors. It's understanding that people don't do business with us because we have certain goals or we want to make a certain amount of money no, people do business with us. They buy from us because they believe that they will be better off by doing so. So the Go-Giver philosophy actually ties right into human nature.
Yeah. And I love it too, because, when you actually place your focus on other people's needs, naturally you're going to solve like real issues in the marketplace. Like you're going to actually be valuable to that.
Exactly.
So let's talk the first law, the law of value. I'm reading right off your book right here that says your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. I wonder if you could just expand upon that. And I'll probably throw in some examples to our agency owner folks of like kind of how this applies. And a lot of times too, it's not even just like the practical steps, but it's also like the mindset you start with. Because a lot of you guys, I'm just throwing it out there, you guys ask me a lot of questions. How do I get clients? How do I get people to pay me? How do I sell my service? And I think that what you're talking about is a much better starting place. So what do I need to give in order to get that?
Yeah. And so, when you think about the law of value, right, your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Frankie, that sounds like a recipe for bankruptcy. You have more in value than you take in payment. So what does that really mean? At first, it's understanding the difference between price and value. This is key. Price is a dollar figure. It's a dollar amount. It's finite. It is what it is. Value, on the other hand, is the relative worth or desirability of a thing, of something, to the end user or beholder. In other words, what is it about this thing, this product, service, concept, idea, what have you, that brings so much worth to that person that they will willingly exchange their money for this and be glad they did while you make a very healthy profit. Let's give a quick example outside of the digital marketing profession and then bring it, as you said, bring it. You hire an accountant to do your taxes. She charges you $1,000, round figure, $1,000. That's her price, her fee, right? Her price. But what value does she give you in exchange? Well, she saves you $5,000 in taxes. She saves you countless hours of time, which frees you up to be more productive and make more money yourself by serving more people. She provides you and your family with the security and the peace of mind of knowing it was done correctly, right? So she gave you much more in value than she took in payment, right? She gave you well over $5,000 in use value in exchange for a $1,000 fee. So you feel great about it. And she made a very healthy profit because it was worth it to her to exchange her time, her energy, her knowledge for that $1,000. In fact, in any free market-based exchange, and when I say free market, I simply mean no one's forced to do business with anyone else, right? In any free market-based exchange, there should always be two profits, the buyer profits and the seller profits, because each of them come away better off afterwards than they were beforehand, okay? But it all begins with your focus being on the value you're providing them, which is why John and I say that money is simply an echo of value. The value must come first. And this is exactly, how the people you teach, digital marketing professionals, how they must be too. Because, when they take on a new client, that client's going to pay a certain fee, and it should be a healthy fee, right? They expect to receive much more in value than what they've paid. That's how it works.
Guys, if you like this video, you're also going to want to grab some free bonuses, which you can get at our website, Beyond Agency Profits. To make it easy for you, I've put the links to it in the description of this video, as well as pinned in the top comment. And we've got a couple of awesome things. This is what you'll get after you sign up. You get some of our best training, how we're closing clients over Loom videos, how we sometimes sign clients that is not a misprint for under $5 US, how to demonstrate your value in like amazing ways, trainings, how to have your clients write the best copy of your life, how we're closing without phone calls, campaigns that we've generated for clients that have done over $100,000, as well as scripts you can use to get conversations going with clients in under 10 minutes. All you got to simply do is go there, enter your name and email address, and then this is what you'll see on the other side. So if that's interesting to you, make sure to click the links below, and I will see you on the other side.